Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 12, Kalinin K7. At number 12, we bring to you one of the largest aircrafts in the world that was used as a heavy bomber and a civilian transport. The Kalinin K7, also known as the K7, had its first flight in 1933, which was just 3 decades after the Wright brothers organized their first flight. So at the time, the K7 was beyond its years, surpassing expectations and representative of technology of the future. As a weapon, the K7 heavy bomber was an amazing gunship with 8 machine gun capacity for great firepower. It was able to reach speeds of 225 kilometers per hour with its length of 28 meters, a height of 12.4 meters, and a wingspan of 53 meters. With its fixed landing gears and huge engines, however, the K7 suffered from way too much vibration. Although the creators of the K7 tried to rectify the massive problem with the vibrations, on the 11th flight of the K7, one of the tail booms had a structural failure, which caused an elevator to jam and led to a crash that killed 15 men. Number 11, CHAR 2C, the super heavy tank of France. In 1921, France built and possessed the very first and only operational super heavy tank in the world. They built 10 of these mechanical monsters, and they were designed to cross wide trenches and destroy any fortification in sight, and therefore it was dubbed the French Father of Tanks. The CHAR FCM-2C remains the only super heavy tank produced in series and used operationally in any army, and the heaviest tank ever built until the arrival of the German Tiger II in 1944. First thought by General Estienne, it had a very long design from the hull, and the turret featured 35mm, 1.38-inch armor thickness, and had a total weight of 41 tons. There were 4 sections in the exceptionally lengthy 8.35-meter or 27.4-foot super heavy tank. Although the hull was narrow, about 9 men could fit inside, consisting of crew members for drivers, fighting, ammunition, and engine compartments. Aside from this super heavy tank's rear crossing tail that could be fitted for extra mobility when crossing massive sized trenches, the CHAR 2C also had a quick firing, high velocity 75mm 2.95-inch gun with 4 machine guns. Number 10, C5M Super Galaxy. Would you believe that the first C5 Galaxy flew on June 30th, 1968 and was first officially utilized to fly from California to Southeast Asia in order to support troops in the Vietnam War? It's also known as the Cold War Tank Mover. It's the largest military transport in the US's arsenal, and since America always likes to do things bigger and better, it is also one of the largest planes in the world. It has the incredible ability to swallow 50 tons of battle tanks or helicopters and drop them off on any continent. Air Force historian John Leland explained, the C-5 symbolizes the size, power, might, and majesty of the United States Air Force. And you better believe it still does to this day. For a half-century, the Galaxy has kept America's armed forces and allies well supplied in the most remote corners of the Earth, and according to military projections, it will continue to do the job for the future. The most recent version of the C5M Super Galaxy is 247 feet long, which is 12 feet longer than an Airbus A380 Super Jumbo civilian jetliner, and it has a wingspan the length of 2 basketball courts at 222.8 feet. When standing at the base of the plane and looking up, you'll realize it is the height of a 6-story building. So the Galaxy is so gigantic, it won't fit inside many hangars. Number 9, Gerald R. Ford Class Aircraft Carrier. Gerald R. Ford Class, which was previously known as the CVN-21 class, is an aircraft carrier built to top the USS Enterprise. No, not the one that you see on Star Trek. The difference between the Ford class carrier and the U.S. Navy's Nimitz class carrier is the amazing technology, such as the electromagnetic aircraft launch system, which is a system that launches aircraft by magnetically catapulting aircraft to take off speed in a much shorter distance. The USS Ford was named after former US President and aviator and is the largest and most advanced carrier in the world. This magnificent ship is powered by 2 nuclear reactors and has enough electricity to run a city the size of Syracuse, New York, or Hampton, Virginia, generating 600 megawatts. Number 8. Darpa Captive Air Amphibious Transporter. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, created the Captive Air Amphibious Transporters, aka CAT, to help during natural or man-made disasters. And this tactically expandable maritime platform with its rugged wheeler gets its drive-on aqua powers from air-filled pontoons. And with its main purpose of carrying containers over water and directly onto shore, it's able to carry standard ship containers across debris-strewn surfaces and waterways using a tank-line tread with elongated rectangular segments. It is also able to tow a raft carrying further cargo to de-risk efforts for humanitarian relief missions. DARPA's program manager Scott Littlefield says that the CAT is also built to allow military ships and aircraft to focus on unique military missions they alone can fulfill. And of course, CAT would also be used for military operations. After all, it was made by DARPA. Number 7. Zubr-Class Landing Craft Air Cushion, or LCAC. The Zubr-Class is an air cushion craft able to glide on water, ice, and land. This landing craft was built by Almaz Shipbuilding in St. Petersburg and has been in service since 1988. The vessels are also in service with the Greek and Ukraine military, and you best believe that the great United States also has versions of these awesome amphibious crafts, even though the Russians have the largest and most insane for warfare. The Russian Zubr can carry up to 130 tons of cargo. Imagine 3 battle tanks such as the T-80B tank, or 8 BMP-2 infantry combat vehicles, or 10 BTR-70 armored personnel carriers, or even 360 fully equipped amphibious landing troops. This is the massive cargo weight the Zubr-Class can carry. And as it makes its ascent to its destination, the weapon system can surely protect its cargo. The ship is equipped with 2 multiple rocket launchers for Igla-1M portable air defense missile systems and the 2 AK-630 30mm automatic gun mounts. The AK-630 shipborne artillery system is able to provide defense against manned and unmanned air attacks. And if there are sea skimming or underwater torpedoes, the Zubr-Class has systems able to blow those out of the water, along with anti-ship missiles, small sea targets, floating mines, and even lightly armored coastal targets. And to blow more stuff up, the 6-barrel automatic gun model AO-18 has a firing rate of 5,000 rounds a minute. Number 6. Navy LCAC. Although Russia might have the biggest and the baddest LCAC vehicles, United States Naval Sea Systems Command awarded Textron Systems with $386 million to build 15 new ship-to-shore connectors for their LCAC fleet. Just this year in New Orleans, the U.S. Navy accepted delivery of the next generation, and they are high-speed, fully amphibious landing craft capable of carrying a 60 to 70 tons. The LCAC replaces the existing fleet of legacy LCAC vehicles and will primarily transport weapon systems, equipment, cargo, and personnel of the assault elements through varied environmental conditions from amphibious ships to and over the beaches. These next-generation LCACs will significantly enhance the Navy and Marine Corps' capabilities. Plus, according to Captain Cedric McNeil, confirms that there are 12 additional crafts in production. And with this increase, the US might have more of these LCAC than any other country. Number 5. Tupolev Tu-160 Blackjack. The Tupolev Tu-160 Blackjack is the fastest, largest, and heaviest bomber ever flown. Dubbed as the White Swan, its white coating protects from thermal energy in the case of a nuclear explosion. Russian in origin, the White Swan bomber is able of carrying the 12 strategic cruise missile KH-55MS to a range of 3,000 kilometers, and it is armed with a 200 kiloton nuclear warhead. In addition, the plane can also carry KH-15Ps, which are hypersonic aeroballistic missiles with a range of 200 kilometers. Although this Soviet-designed bomber can carry a hefty array of conventional nuclear weapons, its defensive weapons are rather poor. But the White Swan is highly computerized, and the avionics system include an integrated aiming, navigation, and flight control system, with navigation and attack radar, and electronic countermeasure system, and automatic controls, so it's not completely defenseless. Number 4. M3 Amphibious Rig. The M3 Amphibious Bridging and Ferrying System, which is also known as the M3 Amphibious Rig, was designed for acting as a bridge to get tanks and other vehicles across bodies of water like rivers. While on the road, it functions as any other four-wheeled vehicle, and in the water, it propels itself using two large aluminum pontoons that also create buoyancy. Like Legos, the M3 rigs can link together, forming a bridge that is surprisingly capable of supporting the weight of heavy battle tanks. A crew of 24 can construct a 100-meter bridge using 8 M3 rigs in about 20 minutes. Although it was unveiled in 1992 by Eisenwerk Kaiserslautern, which is now General Dynamics European Land Systems, Germany, and was first purchased by the UK and German armies. The armies of the People's Republic of China and Singapore operate an upgraded version of the M3 called the M3G Military Float Bridge Raft. Before this rig was unveiled, it was thoroughly tested in the Arctic, Central Europe, and various tropical locations. Number 3. MZKT 79221. Essentially, the MZKT 79221 is a road transporter for an intercontinental missile or a nuclear warhead on a truck. But the MZKT is surely not only for transporting intercontinental missiles to various silos, it also acts as a launching pad. The Soviet and Russian created MZKT is powered by an 800 horsepower V12 diesel engine and has 8 axles, which allows it to transport a weight of 40 tons. Plus, this endurable vehicle can operate in temperatures of negative 50 degrees Celsius and extreme heat to 45 degrees Celsius. Although the MZKT is very useful, imagine getting stuck in traffic next to one of these bad boys. Well, that actually did occur in Moscow in February. According to a Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation, a long formation of these nuclear weapons were making their way into the Moscow region, and though they were gridlocked in traffic right next to civilian automobiles. A video was posted on social media showing the Russian thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles smack dab in the middle of traffic, which is kind of funny, but also quite horrifying. To reach their destination, these powerful weapons had to cover over 400 kilometers along federal highways with heavy traffic. Number 2. Jobaria Defense Systems Multiple Cradle Launcher. This is reminiscent of Tony Stark's Jericho missiles. The Jobaria Defense Systems has multiple cradle launchers all rigged on a semi-trailer that allows the user to quickly pull up and deliver hell on the enemy. Designed and developed by the Jobaria Defense Systems of the United Arab Emirates, this rocket launcher of devastating hail has navigational systems and computerized fire control used for precise accuracy. And to increase the accuracy, it has independent inertial reference units that allow accuracy even during raid firing. The multi-purpose Jobaria is mounted to the rear of a 10-wheel trailer with 4 operating rocket launchers and can shoot 240 rockets in 2 minutes with a crew of 3 soldiers. Number 1. USM 1150 Assault Breacher. The Amazing Assault Breacher Vehicle, ABV, is the Marines' big blocker for ground force teams. The ABV provides crew protection and vehicle survivability while having the speed and mobility to keep pace with the maneuver force. It is a heavy-duty armored vehicle built like a tank, used to breach minefields and other complex obstacles. It was mostly used in Afghan Operation Mushtarak in southern Afghanistan during the war in Afghanistan in 2010 against the Taliban insurgency. Just operated with a 2-man crew, the assault breacher can clear explosives on a large scale using C4 to ignite and plow through mines. It is so useful it was granted Milestone B by the Marine Corps System Command in July of 2003. Which of these insane military vehicles is most impressive for you? Drop your words in the comment section, like and share the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.